Hey friends, I am sighing with relief because it is finally time for another Etsy launch, and it's gonna be a super duper itsy bitsy teeny weeny little tiny launch. There is only a couple things, and I know I've talked about this a little bit, but I have struggled with just getting new stuff created and things like that. So what you see here is what you get. I hope you guys like it, even though it's a couple things. Of course, I did, I poured my heart and soul to them, and I really love them, and I hope you all do too. But I want to start with a couple announcements, I guess you would say, and these things I may or may not have mentioned in past videos, but because this is an Etsy launch and it's about Etsy, I just want to, tell you here. The first thing is I did bring back my advent calendar for this year. It is the same exact advent calendar as last year. Unfortunately, I don't have one here to show you, and that's because it is a pre-order item. So what it is you get, I believe it's 24 or 25 individual bags, and each bag has its own scratch-off card inside of it, a laminated scratch-off card. The the cards have, I believe, 2 to 3 scratch-offs on each card, but they're low income. And then all of that comes inside of a little reusable fabric gift bag. Those were great sellers last year, and I did bring them back. And again, it is a pre-order. So those are already up and listed on my Etsy. And the reason why it's a pre-order is because I have to order those little sets of bags, and I don't want to order them and have no one order and then be stuck with all these bags. So as soon as an order comes through for one of those, I immediately place an order for the little bags. I believe I state there could be an extra maybe 5 to 7 days processing time just because I have to wait for the bags. It's usually not that long. As long as the bags are prime shipping, I can get them in 2 days typically, but I have that, extra time listed on there just in case something happens with shipping, if there's a delay or something. And also, just understand that it is a pre-order. So once again, these items are not currently in stock. They may take a little bit longer, but I wanted to let you all know because I don't think I really ever mentioned that in a video. I think I maybe just posted a little type of FYI thing on that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I added digital downloads of Mega Money Mall and Mucho Money Mall a while back now. You may have already seen them on there. That's something I just wanted to mention. If you're international, because I don't ship international, or maybe you just prefer a digital download, you can go ahead and get the digital files of those. They are exactly the same, except of course without the spinner. So if you want to laminate them or whatever, if you have your own type of spinner, you can put that on Mega Money Mall. Mucho Money Mall does not have a spinner, but those are digital downloads available now, so you can check those out. I think that's it. I don't know. You guys know I don't prepare for my videos, and I don't know, that's super unprofessional to even tell you guys that and to not prepare, but I am who I am, and I don't know. That's just what I do. So I kind of work on the fly. So there may have been more things I wanted to tell you, but I don't know right now. So we're just going to continue, okay? All right. So here are the freebies for fall. Now these have been going out already since probably the end of August. So if you've placed an order since the end of August, you would have already received one of these. A couple lucky people got a summer and a fall one because I wanted to finish out my summer stock. But these are for fall, so these will continue all the way probably till sometime in November. And you get one with every order. And so 3, 6, 9, there are 12 different designs. Obviously, when you get it, it will be cut out. I just have them here all together just so you can see all the designs. So you have a chance to get, multiples, especially if you order more than once, which I know I have a lot of repeat customers, which thank you so much. you know, you have a chance to get multiple designs. That way you're not always getting the same thing. So it is random. So, you know, there is a chance you may get 2 of the same if you order in the same period, but this kind of like minimizes that risk. So here are the freebies for fall. And then I also wanted to show you guys my new business cards, which I absolutely love. So here they are. They are, of course, much different than my prior ones. They are sort of like glossy this time instead of matte. They do not have the rounded corners, but they're really, really different, and they just reflect like my style and my like aesthetic a little bit more and kind of match my shop banner and things like that. So this is the front, and then on the back you have a thank you and you are important. And I really wanted to put something on there to just let you all know, like, you matter, okay? And I'm not talking like in terms of like the YouTube world, the Etsy world, nothing like that. Like, you are an important person in this world. You are worthy of good things. Like, you make someone's day better by being in their life. And I just think that that's something that's really important to remember, because we all have days where we just kind of feel down and maybe we feel not at our best, and, you know, things like that. And I don't know, that's just my message to you, and that's something that I want all of you to remember. So that's why I really wanted to put it on my card, and so I did. And then we have 3 QR codes here. You can scan these and quickly get to my YouTube channel, my Etsy shop, or my link to the freebies that I offer, which I thought was kind of fun to have on here. If you're ever looking to access my freebies, the link is in every single one of my descriptions, my video descriptions below the video. But maybe you're somewhere else, you're not watching YouTube, maybe you just open up your order and you want to check out my freebies, you can scan this. So these are my new cards. I love them. Let me know what you think. And these aren't going out just yet. I still have probably about 100 of my old business cards, so I'm gonna finish those off first. But as soon as those are finished, I want, you know, I'm gonna add these to orders. And again, I just I wanted a little change. I've had those business cards since I started, and so yeah, I love these. Okay, let's get into the real stuff that you're here for. So again, very, very tiny launch, and the first thing is some dashboards. And so if you saw my last savings challenge stuffing, you already have seen these, but I made some skeleton dashboards because, you know, I love skeletons. So they are a digital download, meaning you can purchase it and then you'll have instant access to download the file. There will be a listing for an A6 size and a listing for an A5 size. And I think there are 12 total. This is one of them. Now, a lot of people like to put their dashboards in the envelope. So just to show you how they fit, this is the A5 size, because you all know I use A5. I think I'm breaking this envelope. So just to show you how they fit, they go right to the top. Now you can still close the envelope with them inside, you know, of the envelope, but if you don't like how they go right to the top, you can very easily trim off a little more when you are, like, after you laminate them. When you're cutting, cut off a little more off the top and a little lot more off the bottom, just to make them go a little lower. I kept them as big as possible because I actually like to use mine as dividers instead of putting them in the envelopes, which is why you see I punched mine like this. So you can, you know, trim a little off here and there if you want to. But this is the first design, and I decided to not take these out of my binder and just show you them all together because I didn't want to get confused and forget like which challenges were for what. So we're just going to show you like this. So that's one. This is the second one. This little guy, he's all happy, just lounging. And then we have this design. And again, I laminated mine. You don't have to, but when you laminate them, they're reusable. I use dry erase markers, and then I just wipe them off, and then I can relabel them whatever I want. They all have like this colorful watercolor background, which I love. So we have this skeleton hand giving a peace sign with the flowers. We have this guy who's drinking his coffee, living his best life. We have this little couple, which I love. This is me and my husband. So there's that one. And then we have this girl. And then we have these three guys, which I showed you. I absolutely love. I put these all together because they just look like they're having just the best time ever. So there's that one. We have this one here with the flowers. Once again, we have this one with the flowers. We have the giving like the heart symbol. Sorry about the glare. And then this skull here, and that's it. So again, there are 12 of them. It is a digital download, meaning you can download it. You can print out as many as you want. If you like maybe like one certain design and you want to use that same design for all of your dashboards, that's an option for you as well. You can put them inside your envelopes. You can punch them like I did and use them more as like dividers. You can do whatever you want. And once again, they come in A5 and A6. Each size is a separate listing. Okay. All right. The next thing I want to tell you guys is that I am going to put up one listing for some past member exclusive challenges. It has been quite a while now since I released these, and these are just extras that I had laying around that I want to get rid of. There are not many. There are not many at all. There's only a few. So when they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to be making more. And I think enough time has gone by since they were released to the members to put them in the shop. So again, it's going to be one listing, and there will be a drop down for like each type, and then I'll take the picture so you know exactly which one you're getting. But the thing is that some of these were like multiple parts, and I don't have all the pieces, so I will have to figure out if I'm going to make the extra pieces or not. For example, this was last December, and this came with some gifts to open. But I don't have any of the gifts. I just have this one scratch off. So pay close attention to the photo, because the photo is going to show what it includes. So like for this one, if I decide not to make extra gifts, you're just going to get this. And then if you find a gift, you can do whatever you want. You can roll a die, you can skip or double, you can, save an amount that you want, whatever. But just know right off the bat that these may or may not be complete. And once again, I just haven't decided on that yet, because these are, released so long ago. I don't even honestly remember what came with all of these. So I have to just kind of look into that first, and then I will make a decision. But look at the listing picture to know what you're going to get. So that was December. I have one set of these winter ones. I think this was January. So that's a set that you would get. I have this random one from last October, and it's just one cutout. This I think might have been one of the very first ones I released. This is just a single card scratch off. I have this one from April. This one's not even cut out, but it will be with the flowers. And I think there was one more individual flower as well, but I'm not making extras. I just have, this, and then this was a roll and scratch. So you see you have scratch offs, but then these blank ones are roll and saves, or you could just do it as just a little small tiny scratch off. That's up to you. And then I have this one. This I think definitely had another piece to it, but again, I don't quite remember, because I think it was a roll and save, but if you roll a certain number, then you got a little bunny tail and you put a little bunny tail on your bunny. So there's the stickers. I do have quite a few of these. So this, you know, will definitely be in there, but for the rest of them, most of them just have one. So again, once they're gone, and the quantity will be listed on there as far as how many I have. But I think I'll call those, I don't know, just member exclusive challenges or something as far as the title of the listing. So look out for those. And again, just make sure you look at the listing photo when you choose the type or the name of the challenge in the drop down. It'll show the photo and then that will show what it includes. Okay. All right, let's get to the actual stuff. So the first thing I made is a binder. Well, they're both binders. Okay. So this first one is going to be my new Mini Madness binder. I had this in mind for quite a while. I knew I wanted to do it. I just had to create it and make it. And so we have Hey Boo. So this is, as you may have guessed, a Halloween sort of themed binder. And yes, I am aware that it is the end of September. It would have been better to release this earlier, but again, that's just not how it happened. So here it is. It's going to be available now. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And if it's a little bit too late for you to save for Halloween or something like that, you can save it for next year. You can use it just in general, whatever you want to do. Okay, so Hey Boo, this is almost identical to all of my other Mini Madness binders with a couple exceptions. The first is that I believe it is larger. So I do have this Espresso Yourself, which is the last one I finished. And it is, yeah, it is substantially larger. So, you know, take that as you will. It's a little larger. And then the other difference is that this does not include an envelope. I chose not to do an envelope because honestly, they stress me out. And this is more of an A5 size than an A6. It's punched for A5, and so I don't stock A5 envelopes to just include a clear one. So if you have, you know, envelopes and you want to add one to the rings, you can easily pull these rings apart and add an envelope, or you can just keep an envelope in your regular binder or whatever you want to do, but just know this does not include an envelope. So how many challenges are there? I don't know. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Lucky 13. So 13 challenges because you're not getting an envelope, you're getting an extra couple of challenges. Okay. Now this is my copy. I'm going to start doing this as soon as I have some money to put into it. And so you will see there's a printing error. Okay. But obviously yours won't be like that. But all the backs have this colorful bat background, which I really like. And if there's a glare, I'm sorry, I don't have my light on, but it is daytime, so there still may be a glare. Okay, so page 1, you got your little ghosties. This is just a color and save. And as with all of my Mini Madness binders, well, they're not Mini Madness. I just like to do Mini Madness with these. But as with all of those binders, the amounts are really, really low. Like probably $6, I think, is the highest number in any one of these. So really low, really doable. So that's your first challenge. Then we have a traditional scratch off with your jack-o'-lantern faces there. Love the bright orange. And then we have a roll and save. And there's like a pattern in here. It's color, scratch, roll. Color, scratch, roll. So that's kind of how these challenges go. So that's just a traditional roll and save, roll a die, and then write your number in the little tombstones here. Then we have this zombie one, which I love. This is like just a color in or a cross out. This zombie saying save money. So that's that one. Then you have, again, another scratch off. And then another roll and save. Here's another color in one with the potions. So you have your amounts. These are a little smaller. So just let me zoom in really close here so you can see the amounts. Now, I did say the highest number was 6. There's a 10 there because this is the poison. So I put a whammy in there, but that is the only 10 in the entire binder. So there's that. Then you have another scratch off here with the haunted house. I tried to hit a lot of the like Halloween-y type themes, haunted house, skeletons, ghosts, potions with witches, zombies, like all the things. This is a roll and save, so you write your amount in the skull. This is a color in here with the tarot cards. Again, highest number on this one is 5. For this one, you have your blood bags, and so each blood bag has like the blood type on it. So if you get type A, you save $1. Type B is $2. Type AB is $3, and then type O is $4. So you will save depending on what blood type it is on the bag. And then another cute little scratch off with the candy. And then last but not least, another graveyard. This one is a scratch off, and these have some silly names on the tombstones. Myra Maines, Man Down, Barry D Live, poor Barry. So, oh, and then of course you have Fred. So that is just, like I said, a traditional scratch off, and that's it. So that's Hey Boo, and I hope you guys like it. I don't know. It took me a while to come up with it. I love that it's super duper colorful. It's not necessarily the most like traditional Halloween, like in terms of just everything being orange and black and all of that. And that's what I like about it. So that is going to be my next Mini Madness binder, and I'm going to start it as soon as I have some money to do so. All right. Last but not least is my Christmas binder. And so I was thinking, what am I going to do to save for Christmas next year? And this current year, I have challenges from all different creators, and I absolutely love doing that, but I wanted to do something different in 2025, and also because I'm trying not to really spend on Etsy, I wanted to create something myself and use it, because I don't really do a whole lot of my challenges. Even though I love everything I create, I also love everything that everyone else creates, and so I wanted to do something of my own. So this year coming up, I'm going to do my own Christmas binder. And so this I am calling Festive and Feisty. So once again, it is a binder, and there is no envelope included. So, you know, you can do whatever you'd like. And this is going to come in 2 savings amounts. So you can see this one's $1,000, $1,000. I think most people, that is their goal, their savings goal for Christmas, $1,000. But you know, mine's a little bit loftier. Mine's $2,000, and so it's also going to come in $2,000. So this is Festive and Feisty because it's a little bit feisty. You'll see why. So there are 12 12 dashboards and 12 challenges in here. I wanted to make it 12 so that obviously there's 12 months in a year. You can do 1 per month if you would like. For me, I'm going to do 1 per month, and then there's going to be 2 months of the year where I have to do 2 of them if I want the entire thing done by October. So as I said, each one is like a dashboard and then a challenge in one. So here first we have Too Lit to Quit, and I should mention all of the envelopes are double-sided. They have, well, no, the front and the back has this tie-dye, this like Christmassy colored tie-dye for the front and the back. So the first one's Too Lit to Quit, and then if you flip the page, you have the challenge facing you. So you don't have to turn anything or anything like that. Everything's going to be facing you. This is like my first venture. This is like my first venture into double-sided, and it did take a lot of trial and error to get it figured out, but I love how this turned out. So the first challenge you can see is a scratch off, and it's $83. Each challenge is going to tell you the total, but it's not going to tell you the amounts. There are going to be some higher amounts in here. I don't know off the top of my head what the highest amount in this binder is, but I would bet that it's probably around 15. So this one's 83, again, a traditional scratch off. Then you have Resting Grinch Face. And this one is sort of just like a color in or a cross out. So this is $74. And these ones are all even numbers, 1s, 5s, and 10s in terms of like dollar amounts, at least for the US. Then we have Let's Get Elfed Up. Again, sorry about the glare. This one is a scratch and like a roll and save, or not a roll and save, a color or like a cross off. So this one's $99. You have a couple scratchers and then you have a couple 20s here. Each page, because there are 12, is around, I believe, 83 or 86. But again, some are higher and some are lower. So I still think each page is probably pretty doable if you're doing one a month. At least that was my hope. So then we have Slay All Day. And for that, you have your stockings hung by the fire, $70. Then we got Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. And then you have your ornaments. This is a scratch off, $90 total. Then you have I'm Full of Holiday Spirit. It's called Vodka. That's a little bit of a feisty one. So then you have your whatever kind of drink you like pouring into your glasses here, $86. And of course, typical scratch off. All I Want for Christmas is a Silent Night. This one again is a scratch off, $83 total. Then we got Oh Snap with the gingerbread cookie. And so you have your gingerbread cookies here, $85 for that one. Next, Jingle Till You Tingle. So take that however you want. These are a little suggestive here, if I do say so myself. And then you have a scratch off here with the bells, again, $86. So most of these are in the 80s. Nice Until Proven Naughty. So this is your naughty and nice list, $72 total. And you could either like color in this white section or there's the star, you can kind of check it off. This is a good catch-all because, you know, when you have a couple dollars left, you might want to come to this page. And I did put Champagne and myself and Tracy on the naughty list, and my daughter because she's bold. But I did put Liz and Ren on the nice list, and my son. So why are these ladies on the naughty list? Well, Champagne is because she's feisty with her numbers on her scratch offs sometimes, and Tracy because I don't know, I just thought that was fun. So there was that one. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. So this one is just a bunch of tinsel, just a typical scratch off, $106. I think this is the highest challenge in the whole binder. And then we have Dear Santa, I Can Explain. And this is my favorite. So you have your excuses, you would say, for why you couldn't do things. Like, I was cooking with wine and it accidentally fell in my mouth. I swear, the Christmas tree fell on my husband by itself. I have no idea why the neighbor's reindeer keep getting knocked over. So just some silly little excuses of why you weren't good this year. And these are just 5s. Well, no, there's a 6 in here. I was going to say 5s, 10s, and 15s, but there's a 6. But 66 total, so that's a one on the lower side as well. That might be a good catch-all. And then again, if you did not save enough, all these add up to 1,000. So you will have 1,000 by the end of this. But if you want to save just a little bit more, son of a nutcracker, you didn't save enough? Here's a bonus, you slacker. And then scratch my snowballs. So you have just a couple extra little bonus scratchers here. And that is it. And I'm just going to show you the $2,000 version. Again, it is identical except for the amounts. Okay, so I just had to pick my son up from the bus stop. So if I repeat myself, it's because I forget what I had already said. So sorry about that. But the 2K version is exactly like the 1K version, except for the amounts are higher. And specifically, the amounts are doubled. So to make it easy on myself, I just doubled every single amount. So whatever this is, I just doubled it. So I'll just show you it really quick. And this is how I'm going to use it. So this is my Christmas binder. I took all of my current stuff out of here just to show you. I am just putting all of these in, in the binder here like this. So once again, you'll know the version you have because it'll say 1K or 2K right here. And so, as I said, exactly the same except for the amount. So for example, In the 1K version, this challenge is $83. In the 2K version, it's $166. And they just go on like that from there. Okay, so this is, like I said, bigger than my previous, like, espresso yourself, junk food junkie, things like that. It's probably slightly smaller than an A5, I guess, just judging by like how much space is left in this A5 binder. But just to give you an idea, if you have like an A6 binder, if you like A6 better, this is an A6 size binder, just one that I don't use right now. You could, sorry, I just bumped you. You could fit this in here and still close the binder. Now it will come punched for A5, so the holes aren't going to line up for you to put it in the binder, but if you want to maybe take this apart and do one challenge at a time or something like that, and just put one challenge in here and then maybe just have like an A6 envelope behind it, you can just tuck that in and the binder will still close. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. It'll stick out a little bit, but the binder should still close. So again, I just wanted to show you that, and for that reason, I think I'm going to offer an option in the listing to get this without the rings, and it'll be $1 or $2 cheaper, so that if you don't need the rings, maybe you want to put it in a binder that you have or something like that. There's no use in sending you the rings if you don't want them, and then, you know, that way you'll save like $1 or $2. Okay, so that's going to be an option in the drop down, but this will be, you know, its own listing. And then the Hey Boo will be its own listing as well. So that is everything. I am really excited about these new binders. I can't wait to start them. Again, this one I'm not going to be starting until probably January, because that's going to be my Christmas savings for 2025. But these, if you're watching this, should both be available now. Oh, one other thing, about this festive and feisty. So I do have an oopsie here, but it's not complete. Okay, so it's almost a full binder. So let's see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 challenges plus the bonus. So not quite 12. And I'm going to sell this because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The oopsies are just that some of the scratch offs were a little bit too close to the holes. Like you'll see here, that's a little bit damaged because of the hole. And so, you know, this was like my first trial, and then I had to rearrange some things and things like that. So you'll see this is on the bottom instead of on the left. And that's it. I mean, it's still completely usable. But I don't want to waste it because it is completely usable. And so for that reason, I am going to sell it as an oopsie. Remember, it is only 8 challenges, not the full 12. This one is punched upside down, like things like that. So if you want to get this at like a little bit of a discount, I will have one oopsie available. And then I don't know, should I put it on the rings? Should I not? I haven't decided yet. I guess I'll put it on the rings just so you have it. And also originally I didn't have the 1K or 2K listed on here, but this is the 1K version, just so you know. So if you decide to choose this oopsie, you will have like the lower amount challenges. Okay, so there's just one of those available. Again, when it's gone, it's gone. Okay, that is finally it. Thank you so much for all of your support with everything. Thank you for watching until the end. Let me know below, what do you think of the items? What's your favorite? And yes, I guess that's it. Okay, if you're watching this, these will be available now. Again, pay attention to the listing for the member exclusive challenges so that you know what you're getting. Look out for the digital downloads of Mega Money Mall, Mucho Money Mall. Look out for the pre-order listing of the advent calendar. If you're interested in those are all available now. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.